Hello and welcome. Today is January 8th. I keep saying June for some reason. January 8th, 2026. And today we'll be playing V-Rising. I'm your host, Xolo Q. I'm a Xolo Eats Quaintly Reaper and Guide to the Underworld. And on today's stream, we're going to be building our very next castle, the very first castle of the year starting. I know I posted a castle tour not so long ago, and I did finish another one not too long ago from there. But we still have some more stuff to do, so I'm gonna be building throughout the year. Thank you so much for stopping by, Super Xolo. Your encouragement is very appreciated. Please go give them a follow if you haven't already. They're super cool, super chill over on the Kick side. Hello, Jelly Jest. Welcome to the chat. You're a vampire. Okay, that's news to me. And hello, Nico Igna 406. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Sorry that I'm not seeing. I hate that YouTube does this thing where like it shows me the tag names instead of the screen names, but you know, not much I can do there. But I could definitely click on you and find out what the heck is going on. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. And for some reason I don't... Oh, there you are. I was like, what's going on? I was wondering what the heck was going on there because I was trying to... Was it Lithio? Lithio, thank you so much for stopping by. There we go. Should be easier. I'll try to remember these names. I'm really bad with like name memorization and all that. So, you know, you gotta bear with me a little. I do apologize for the lack of ability to remember things. I have a very hard time with concentration and the like, but you know, 'tis the life of someone just as crazy as I guess. And now you're probably wondering why do I say crazy? Well, I feel like it's crazy because I've realized how many castles I've built. But yeah, we're gonna get started, so it's fine. Okay, hopefully, yeah, so sorry if I forget, but is it alright if I call you Nico, just so I like remember, because that might be easier for me, but if not, that's totally fine, you know. Yeah, but yeah, so today we're going to be starting off on a Romantic Getaway castle. Now you're probably wondering, why this? Why this kind of castle, right? Because the last few castles I built have been very like specific in theming. So for example, I built a seaside, cliffside kind of restaurant castle not too long ago. That one was off stream. That one was more of a personal project that I really enjoyed. After that, there was also the latest castle, which was a library castle, and of course we had the Crimson Chateau, which we finished, which was the on-stream castle before the library castle. So this is going to be the next on-stream castle, our Romantic Getaway. Now you're probably wondering why Romantic Getaway, right? Well, the reason why is because I suspect, based on my current pace, I will probably finish this one sometime in February, potentially. So yeah, it's gonna be an early prep for a Valentine's Day castle. Yes, you got it, Bad Shooter. Hello, Hospitaller Sylvan Tobias, welcome back. Happy Thursday, Trouble. Yeah, we're gonna start off on this plot. So I'm gonna give a quick, you know, look around the plot for you guys. But before we get started, I'm gonna put on some music, right? We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna put some rock, you know, I think I'm feeling more of in a rock mood, right? Put some rock music, chill out, have a good old time. I think I'm also going to like kind of reduce the sounds of the game because I feel like it's a little loud actually. So we'll go back to 60%. All right, so this is the, I don't know why I tried to jump, but this is the castle we're looking at here. So this is a plot that I actually featured in my top 20 best base locations video for like PvE castles. So this was actually the one that's in the middle or the heart of Dunley Farmlands that's right around the river, and I kind of wanted something that had like a nice little, you know, visual simulation of some kind while over here. I wanted something interesting. And what I was thinking is that maybe as part of this venue, it could include maybe several different things. I was thinking maybe the part here that faces this way could be like a ballroom or something. Not really sure. I'm thinking about maybe having a triangular shaped ballroom. That's something that's kind of been going through my mind. B-Day is great for couples or single people, not so much. Yeah. It's also kind of an interesting opportunity to kind of add like different things to this castle, because there's a lot of wraparound and a lot of action around this castle. So the location is very peculiar, which is great. And then of course up here we have another view, but also further into Dunley, which is also really nice, kind of following the river. And we can also see probably some villagers from here if I look close enough, but I don't see any right now. And of course we have like little farmstead kind of stuff going on, but this little elevated section, I have no idea what I'm going to do for this. Part of me is thinking that maybe it might make sense to put like, maybe like a large, I don't want to say hotel, but like kind of hotel-like area up here, like on the elevated half of this castle. So I'm kind of still pre-planning what I want to do. And I'm thinking I might do like a really cool side look with some balconies here to make it look just more interesting facing the waterfront. And you know, that's kind of what I'm thinking for this upper half. Maybe have like kind of like the hotel version of the venue. Down here near the water side, this could be like the maybe the ballroom area, and then over here could be like maybe a wedding venue. I've never actually made a wedding venue castle before, and I'm kind of drawn in by the idea because it's just something I haven't tackled yet. So that's definitely something I've been thinking about in the back of my mind, because I know that for previous years when I've made like a Valentine's Day kind of castle, it really hasn't had that same romantic feel. Like my Valentine's Day castle back in the early access days was really large. It had a lot of stuff going for it. It was actually located over here in this plot in the in Farnbane Woods, but I didn't want to use the same spot, so I decided to go with this one because I haven't built on this plot yet, and I'm trying to build on every single plot that is in that like top 20 video. That's kind of been like, I don't want to say a challenge, but it's been kind of like a goal, like a personal goal of mine that I haven't really talked about too much. And I know I'm mostly like just chatting and stuff, but I just wanted to kind of get into it and kind of explain that for you guys. Also, I wanted to give you all a quick heads up. I am really hungry and I'm currently waiting for a pizza delivery. So if there's a disruption early on into the stream, that's what it is. I'm gonna go grab some pizza or something, or actually I think I ordered some pasta, so I might eat some pasta. So I'll be eating, chilling, having a good old time as we're doing our lots of building. Can't build on an empty stomach, guys. That's too much. Let's see, I have 3 ex-wives. My romance is pretty much dead. Not completely, though. Might consider looking for a 4th ex-wife next year and all. Wait, in the new year, I see. We bought this game, not sure what I think yet. Okay. Yeah, I mean, V Rising is interesting. There's a lot of really good stuff going for it. Hopefully you enjoy it. And of course, you know, I'm pretty sure you already know this hospitality. You might. I'm not sure if you found me from the YouTube channel or if you found me just like on Twitch, but I actually have a ton of guides for this game over on the YouTube channel. So if you get stuck or if you're curious about something, feel free to go check that out. I also, oh, there was one other thing, guys, that I've been contemplating, and I want to know what you guys think. So, I've noticed that sorry. I've noticed that I'm still getting comments on the like beginner friendly guide on building your first castle, essentially. That video is a year old and it's actually outdated because it happened, I posted it before 1.1. So I guess my question to you guys is, do you think I should make like an updated version of that? Do you think that'd be helpful, or like what do you think? You know, because it's a popular video, people still watch it, and I kind of don't want people like watching it and then like not knowing about all these other things, because remember, we got things like the redistribution engine, we got stuff like the treasury flooring, so those are all new mechanics that were added in 1.1, so we don't really have a reference for that beforehand, or at least in that video. So I don't know, I feel like it might be time to update it, just like I updated the settings video guide. So let me know what you think. You know, thoughts are appreciated. Hello, Insane Spork, welcome to the chat, and hello, Angelic. Degen, thank you for the feed. I will feel better after pizza arrives. I will make sure to feed. Thank you. And hello, Avexia Gray, welcome to the chat, how you doing? We're gonna get started. So the first thing I do whenever I start off like a new castle, at least this is my new method that I've been going with and it's working out really well, is I kind of, you know, put the whole plot, I clear it out completely, like, you know, flatten it like a parking lot, all right? We're going parking lot, you know, full flattening. And then after that, I start off by choosing a tile that is very distinct from everything else that is, you know, already here. So you see how we started off with like this gray tile? The next thing I'm gonna do is use maybe like a carpet or some other tile to kind of make this like look super dark, or some, you know, like stand out in some way, shape, or form. So like I might go with even like a brighter color just to be like, hey, this is a spot for this is a spot for that. And I've never color coded it before when I've done this part of the process, but it's really tempting to do that this time around. So this is something I'll have to think about. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is start off with carpet. We're gonna take like a, actually, which one looks better? Is it this one or that one? I think it is this one. Yeah, it's that one. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this flooring. We're gonna go with this carpet, but instead of using a black, I'm probably gonna go with a different color. I'm considering using like a white or something just to make it stand out a little bit more. But basically what I'm doing is I'm making a blueprint. I can also go with something like a blue, or, well, actually, yeah, if I, oh my god, that'd be so funny. You know what? Let's go with a blue. Now I have to do this. Now that I thought of this, I have to do this. But I'm gonna walk around, just kind of think about things like, so this front corner, I'm not sure what I want to do. I might do like a small garden entrance or something. Over here, like I said before, I'm thinking about doing like a triangular ballroom, which would be kind of unique. I've never really done a triangular shaped ballroom before in a castle. And then over here, there would be like a small little garden pathway or some kind of thing to go from this area to this area. I'm probably gonna replace the staircase to something different. Make it look a little more visually appealing. Not really sure how though yet. And then of course this area is probably gonna look more, yeah, brand new castle build. Dongsy, you're here at the perfect moment. How is everyone? I'm doing okay. I'm feeling a lot better health-wise. Still not 100%. I still have, you know, the occasional cough, but I'm not dying like I was last week. At least not anymore. And then of course, right here, I also have, you know, thinking maybe like a hotel version or hotel or lodging area for the couples or whatever who stay here. And, you know, I'm not gonna assume it's only couples, because, you know, I myself as a poly person can tell you it's not always just couples. You'd be surprised. But yeah, we're gonna make sure we have plenty of rooms here for these vampires so they can come and visit. We're gonna use a white carpet flooring here for every part of this, and then the blueprint is just gonna be white tiles for anything that we're just going to make into a room. So I think that's gonna be the method we'll go with here. But I like the idea of the flooring starting off with like a blue carpet and then just going straight into that. It's just so funny. But yeah, we're gonna use this. Thank you for the hydrate, Spidey, the stretch, and the head pad. I appreciate it. I'm not sure if the head pad went off though. I keep forgetting to like check the head pad, so I'm gonna make sure you get that head pad in. All right, thank you so much. And also thank you for the, actually let me hydrate and stretch first. Thank you for the hydrate, Majin, the stretch, what did you do, and the head pat, bad shooter, fast runner. Thank you so much. Also, my phone should ring soon, potentially, so sorry for the disruption. Hold on, let me stand and stretch for that one from what did you do? Okay. I was in the same boat 2 days ago. It sucks. I was sick for 2.5 weeks and just finally got rid of the cough. Hopefully it'll be 100% soon. Yeah. I mean, I've been sick for almost 2 months now. But, you know, I'm well on the path to recovery. I feel a lot better, so it's definitely a good start. Alright, so now that we're here at the start, I guess we'll figure out what kind of stairs we want to use. I think because this stair path is going to be kind of like an outdoor path, I could go with anything from like this to actually, let's see, I could go with a different kind of I could use Ancient Symphony stairs. The Nocturnal Opulence stairs are really nice too. It's really tempting to just use those. I'm not sure which one I like more right now, because I don't know what kinds of colors I'm going to be using for this theme. So I think for now we're just going to go with the stone stairs until I figure out otherwise. You say a new sickness is going around? Oh no, that's not good. Not good at all. Not good. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, we're going to look at this area here. So this immediate front area makes me want to have like a little garden or something in like a square shape almost. This does cut off partially the ballroom, or what could have been the ballroom here though, so I'm going to bring those squares back in. I don't like the idea of putting a single square here on the edge, so we're going to leave that alone. And we're going to do a little bit of measuring. So we're going to take this green, and this green part's going to be kind of like the interrupting path. And then this would be the shape of this ballroom, potentially, I'm thinking. So maybe... Okay, let's look at it a little more closely. Okay, so right here we have like an outdoor spot that I don't like, so we're gonna put a green square here. So green will be gardens. You can try and put some kind of shrubbery here or something on the outside just to keep it looking nice. I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about it though. We'll keep looking at it. So we have this, 2, 3. I could put this here. Have 2 little squares coming out. I could also remove this and make this ballroom smaller. Hi Xolo, how is you? I'm doing well. How about yourself? Audie, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Just trying to figure out my measurements here. So 3 tile, 3 tile. So this is very symmetrical now. All the way down we have perfect symmetry. It's really tempting to cut it off this way and to make it just look this way. I think I might put like a tree here or something to kind of try and make it look a little more natural. Even here as well with the cutoffs, and then maybe plant some trees like cypress here in a row. Kind of thinking about it. If I stand here though, this is also kind of nice and cut off, like, you know, the way that it's shaped, so I might actually be able to work with that. This space here could be anything. Haven't decided. I could maybe put a servant's tower here, I'm thinking, so maybe we want to go with like a full concrete building here. So that'll be a building. This ballroom will be right here. So solid buildings are going to be in white. for now. What else can we do? Let's see, I was hanging in there, exhausted. Oh, sorry, I is hanging in there, exhausted. Was up all night seeing the death of software engineers and coders. Damn. Damn. That's awful. Jeez. That sounds exhausting, Audie, actually. That does sound exhausting. Okay, so this path here, this could be outside. This has to at least be outside, this one square. I have an opportunity here to maybe do something a little bit more bold. I could make this right here could be the servants tower instead, actually, because it's a centralized location and it'll be the shape of a heart. Maybe we can remove this square and put like a yeah, you know, let's put a heart here. Fuck it, put a heart there. You know, maybe this room should also be heart-shaped. I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of in love with this idea. So maybe this will... I don't know, maybe this could be a game changer for us. We'll have a heart-shaped ballroom, heart-shaped servants room. This room right here, I'm not sure exactly what this will be. So this stays a square until further notice. See, I was actually looking for a degree to pursue for college and was looking at the tech ones because I like tech, but I got into the loophole of how tech jobs are changing for the worse. Well, I think it really depends on what you want to do with it, because right now the job market for a lot of these people who are you know, into that field is not very good. I know several engineers who are okay, well, I know one engineer who's literally been looking for a job for like 2 years. Like, they get into the interview process, they go through the you know, whole thing. They're like, and at the end, they're like, we like you, but we don't think you'll fit with this particular team. And then they just like, they're just not hiring. At least in the United States, they're literally not hiring. And it's fucked up. So it depends on where you look, depends on what you're doing, and depends on what your plans are, you know, with your degree. If you're, I mean, you know, just figure out what it is you want to do, like, goal-wise, and from there, decide whether or not you need those skills to achieve that. And if the answer is yes, then you maybe should go into engineering anyway, because in, like, another 10 years or so, you never know how that market's gonna be. It could be completely flipped. We have no idea. So don't be discouraged by what's happening right now. Just kind of keep it in the back of your mind and then figure out what it is that you actually want to do. But good luck, because that's not easy. Not at all, actually. Damn, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. Damn it. Okay. I need to figure out a different thing here. I don't like this. I gotta think about this. So we have a heart-shaped ballroom here, a heart-shaped servants room. I could go with a heart-shaped room here, but I don't even know what this is supposed to be, so I don't want to craft or commit to anything here yet. I could also make this just part of the garden, like a larger part of the garden. Who knows? What worries me though is looking at this corner. See, I was looking at how software engineers are actually going away and changing into software managers, basically a senior software engineer leading a team of AI developers, and it's actually starting to happen in some tech companies. Yeah, I mean, it's happening, but there's also like an overhype on the AI aspect of it, and the implementation is not very good. I mean, if you're looking at, you know, how everything is changing, yeah, there's definitely some concerning signs. So I can definitely understand why you'd be like having that on your radar, if that makes sense. But, you know, good luck, honestly, because it's not an easy path right now. Not at all. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna make this. Oh, I would need a square here for this to work. This isn't gonna work. Fuck. Yeah, I would have to break this up here, and I don't want to do that. Okay, This area here could be could be pure garden if I wanted it to be. And that might not be the worst of ideas. So, because the green is like outdoor, so if I go with a nice little outdoor area here, I guess I could put another building like over here somewhere, or I can, oh, I mean, there's so much I could do. I could also make like a dining area room. I thought about making like a wedding venue kind of thing, so maybe what I should do is do a square here, or like a rectangle, make this into like a full-blown venue room. Maybe add a couple squares here and there on these sides to open it up. I could add some green here. Well, actually, no, I don't want to do green. Maybe, hold on, we're adding green here for now. Close that out. Actually, I'm not even sure what I want to do here, so we're just gonna gray that out or black that out for now. The problem with this room is that if I were to connect this here, then this might not look as nice, but I also want like a nice altar area, so this could be like the center of like an altar. Let me see. Oh, for sure, some companies like Dell straight up said that people don't buy their products for the AI and the AI is overhyped. Yeah, it's a huge bubble. I mean, there's a lot of money being moved around right now, and it's just, in my opinion, it's just one big scam. like, okay, so we're gonna throw millions and millions and millions of dollars, sorry, billions of dollars into an AI chatbot. Okay, like, that's literally what it's come down to. Meanwhile, in places like China, the bots are literally like working in the equivalent of like an Amazon warehouse, and they're lifting and moving stuff together as a team. Like, it's insane. Like, and this isn't like theoretical, like it's actually happening. Like, they've already accomplished this level of, you know, engineering. Like, it's kind of crazy. But here we see it as like, you know, R&D projects. We don't see it as consumer stuff usually. Which is why so much of it is going into defense, which is insane, but that's another discussion for another day. Hot mess. I'm kind of having second thoughts about this heart-shaped servant's room now, because I feel like I'm missing too much real estate here. I feel like maybe the servant's room should be here at the top of this, just to kind of keep it near the stairs, so that, you know, the hotel area is also taken care of, or like I say hotel, but it's gonna be more like lodging. I don't know what kind of hotel I'd be running. Maybe one into the ground at this point. But yeah, I don't know. So this, okay, so this area here, oh, I don't want that. If I move this over, okay, so this is what this venue would look like. This would be the venue. I don't want to add stairs. Have some seating here. So left side seating, right side seating, aisle, double with a large door entrance, go through the center, table, whatever. Now, this room wouldn't look as nice in the back because it's not facing the water, but considering no one cares about the ceremony usually, and it's more like, let's party after, you know, probably more worried about this little small ballroom area, which, you know, in hindsight looks a little smaller than it probably should be. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually expand upon this and make it larger. We're going to make this a little bit bigger. I think that this is a little too small. And we're going to instead move the other thing here. We're going to get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, fix it a little bit. Still, just a little tad. It's a tiny bit. Let's see. Hello, Ramon Sanchez. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? I feel like AI is going to crash soon. It's getting really bad. It's so bad that Nvidia might be releasing the RTX 3060 again. I saw that and I was so pissed. I was like, so you're gonna release a card that is literally obsolete for consumers? Question mark? You know, like, what is going on here? Like, we're living in this weird dystopia. I hate it. Oh, I missed. Oh no. The problem with this room now is that it's gonna. Damn. Okay, we can work on this. I can do something here. I could balance it out by just kind of heart shaping this way and then removing the corners. Little weird. But I want a large enough ballroom to do what I want to do. I really don't want to have to move this ballroom over one square, but let me think about this. That'll be entrance right there. Yeah, let's go with this. We'll make an adjustment here. So maybe instead of like a heart shape, we'll kind of have like a, well, I don't know, because that's a lopsided ballroom. I like the idea of a heart-shaped ballroom, but I might have to change the orientation to accomplish that. Like, I think maybe I might have to... Oh man, I don't want to cut this off, but I might have to. Oh man. Oh, I think my pizza's here. I'll be right back, guys. I shall return. Well, actually, let me read the chat real quick. You know things are getting bad when Nvidia is releasing a 5-year-old GPU because of AI stupidity. Yeah, that's like just dumb. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. I just ate a slice of pizza and I feel instantly better. I also have some pasta here, so I'll be eating that throughout the build. Hopefully not choking. Pretty good. Alright, continuing. Not really sure about this ballroom. The more I look at it, the more frustrated I become. Because the heart-shaped idea was nice, but now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh crap. I might not be able to pull this off the way I thought I could. Three squares across on both sides. And they would end here. If I bring this back into the green and recall it, the room is so much smaller. And I feel like there's a lot of space just lost. But this venue has to be right here because of the measurements. I guess what I could do is maybe keep the little servants room here. Bring it back, potentially. I'll think about it. It's kind of a tough call. But I think the smaller ballroom just looks nicer footprint-wise. I don't know. This heart needs somewhere to go. It needs somewhere to go, so I might actually just put it, like, here. I could just make this a spot for the heart and put it outside in like a nice little garden thing. I can't push it back except for like maybe further here, and I don't want to do that. I also don't really want to be blocking this pathway, so this isn't gonna work. Let me see. The heart could go somewhere over here, maybe. I don't really like this, so I'm gonna have to put it back. It's going back. We'll figure it out. Alright, let's see. But it's also a positive, I guess. Some game companies are now going to be forced to optimize their games because nobody can afford higher end GPUs. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean... yeah. I mean, it depends. Like, some companies, they just, like, suck at optimization. And when I say suck at optimization, I mean, like, they literally suffered monetarily for it. So, like, for example, when Monster Hunter Wilds came out, I mean, if you looked at the Steam reviews, it was just garbage. Like, people were pissed. That being said, it was totally understandable considering how shitty the optimization actually was. I tried running the game on my PC, like the demo, or sorry, the benchmark, and it ran like absolute garbage. Like, it was just awful. I mean, it was impressively bad. That bad, I will say. To the point where it was impressive how bad it was. So, it'd be like that sometimes. Alright, we're gonna do some building here around the... So this will be the... Damn, I don't want that to cover it. And I can't put it here. Damn. I can't find a good spot to put this heart. Like, every time I want to place it, it just doesn't work, and I'm like screaming. Because I don't want this blocking, you know, good stuff, but I also... I don't know. Kind of a hot mess. Let's go with... Oh my god, I didn't even use the right carpet. It's bothering me now. There we go. The hard part is figuring out how I'm gonna make it from here. Actually, I guess I could just put like a... could just put a spot here and then turn this blue. And this right here could be the pathway, and it could just be a really small heart. And the heart would... sorry, not heart. It's a heart for the heart. But yeah, I think this would be like the servants area, and then maybe out here, this area to the right could probably be some kind of like outdoor smoke break area or something. I don't know. The problem is, how am I gonna get this tower to like do what I want it to do? So I think I'm gonna add wings to this heart tower. So you know what? I have an idea. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a tower, right? So the main infrastructure of this tower is gonna have, you know, the heart shape going this way. So I'll put pillars this way. That way the pillars don't intersect here and there's a spot for, you know, someone to walk past, right? But I'll have pillars out here to raise this infrastructure, and then on the second and third floor maybe, or possibly just the second floor, I'll have an extra, actually probably also the third floor, if I have enough servant coffins, I'll have an extra spot to push out the sides on the second and third floor so that there's a spot to put the coffins, because that's going to be another headache. So I might actually start with this building now that I'm looking at it. I'm a little inspired on this one. So I might start with this one. We'll come back to it. So the pathway, you know, make this a nice little pathway to walk past. People can walk under here, and then we can head over to what is going to be the main hotel area, or I shouldn't say hotel, but I don't know why I keep thinking, because I've already built like a hotel castle before. So I don't really want to do that again, per se. What I could do is maybe something a little bit more uniform here. To put the tip of this edge here. The building could have maybe another row of this. And then out here, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to make this work. There we go. Uh-oh. How am I gonna... there we go. Yeah, so I think the building is gonna be shaped like this. I could separate the buildings if I wanted to, and maybe have like I guess it'd be weird to have like a walk path that goes like this and then like this. Ooh, hold on, hold up. I think I might have an idea. Thinking about it. I honestly feel like technology is going to hit a breaking point soon, where people, especially in the US where AI is taking over jobs, are going to riot. I mean, I've asked people this question before and no one seems to have an answer for me. Like, I've asked them, like, you know, because the thing is, I have people in my life who are very individualistic. They're very conservative minded, right? And one question I ask them is, so what are we going to do when there's not enough jobs for everyone? And there's no answer. I mean, seriously. Because as the population cycles, older people phase out, younger people come into existence, we're gonna have a situation where everyone, or most of the population, or the vast majority of the population of people, are going to be very technologically literate. Meaning, you're almost never gonna need someone to stand at the counter at like a Taco Bell, for example. Kind of like right now. A lot of people are doing the touchscreen ordering, where they order through the mobile app. It's just easier, and you get higher accuracy that way. What happens when everyone does that, though? Then you only need one person in the shop, or in the, not the shop, in the store, or in the, whatever. If you only need one human for an entire store, I mean, come on. And here's another example, too. So, Budweiser, right, they're like a, so for anyone who doesn't know what Budweiser is, it's like, alcoholic drink brand, right? Apparently, in their factories, they used to have, I think, like tens of people all in the factory working. Now it's just like 3 people. What's gonna happen when they don't have enough jobs? Now, here's the thing. People could argue whether or not, you know, people need to have jobs in general if AI is able to do these things. And I think that's a fair argument, because if the whole point of AI is to make our life easier, right? If that's the claim, why wouldn't we monetarily benefit from that as a society? I mean, if you look at even states like Alaska, for example, they get a yearly, I don't know if it's like a dividend or what, but they get a yearly payment for the oil, essentially. That's a form of UBI. Why not implement something like that if all the jobs are preoccupied with bots? If the bots can do the work, why don't we use our, you know, extra time for stuff like innovation? You know, if we had more time for things like innovation, creativity, art, you know, the things that bring us happiness, the things that bring us, you know, fulfillment in our lives, you know, problem solving in ways that maybe AI isn't capable of. Why can't we, you know, divert resources towards stuff like that if AI is just going to take over the world, you know? But people don't like the idea of UBI. They say things like, oh, well, people are going to be lazy, or, oh, they're just going to, it's a handout. It's like, not really. Because if you think about it, you're just benefiting from the production of the society. If the society decides, hey, we're just gonna have everything ran by AI, then the same society has to decide, how are we going to sustain life as a result of these innovations? If we can't do that, what's the point? I don't know. My opinion. Let's see, exactly, and with that comes, if nobody is work, nobody is getting paid, and if nobody is getting paid, nobody is buying goods. Yep. No one is buying goods, the economy collapses. Exactly. So even if, you know, even if it's an argument of deserving, I think we can all agree that we all deserve to eat. All deserve to have a roof over our heads, regardless of the kind of person we are. Because we're people. We need food, water, shelter. And I feel like our country's really slow to pick that up. And it's by design, because the people running the ship want us dead. And I'm convinced that that's what they want. Maybe it's jaded. Maybe that's a dark point of view, but it's my opinion. Hello, Xolo. Sorry. Hello, Super Xolo. I'm sorry, I keep saying Xolo with my brain. My name is Xolo, so it throws me off. See, now you're doing it, I'm doing it. Same problem. I think, not the last time I rated you, but I think the time before that you had the same issue. Super Xolo. Big love to you, homegirl. Thank you so much. You're the best, dude. Alright. Let's start actually building. I think I'm gonna start off with this, structure that I had in mind so that I don't forget how it works. I know that's like a weird thing to say. But we're gonna start off with our, thing here. There we go. So this is gonna be the first building and how I'm gonna structure this. Definitely gonna be heart-shaped, but not in the way you might think. We'll start off with a solid foundation. Let's go with this. And then for the outdoor foundation, we're just gonna use this for now. Oh, I forgot to, there we go. Now it's even. My opinion is that they don't care about what happens. The planet could be on fire. They care less because they're still making a profit. Exactly. I mean, these are not normal people. These are people who have a detachment from humanity, and it shows. So yeah, I agree. I second that. They just want us dead. They're thinking, oh, we don't need all these people. We have all this AI. They want us dead. Now, the question is whether or not we're going to tolerate that. And I think people will only tolerate so much. I think once they can't feed themselves and a large enough portion of the population cannot feed themselves, I think that's when you're going to see a shift. And that time might be sooner than later, considering the problems with our agricultural system here in the States. Okay, so I'm debating whether or not I should have like a mini balcony thing right here. Just kind of coming off the side. It's really tempting to just put a foundational square here. Oh, my bad. Blocked by environment? What do you mean? Really? So I can't put a invisible foundation here either? What kind of nonsense is that? The fuck? Oh wow, so I actually cannot do what I was thinking here. Wow, okay. Disappointing. Limitations of the building system. I always seem to butt heads with the building system. I don't know what it is. Thank you for the hydrate of Exia, the stretch, and the headpat. That's very kind of you. People are soon gonna riot when their stomach starts hurting and they can't feed their kids. Yeah. In my opinion, if you've gotten to that point, it's too late. Like, that is a very late reaction. Because, I mean, the only way we can work around that is mutual aid. And if the products don't even exist because we don't produce anything in this country, we're fucked. We are cooked! Alright. Cooked. You know, I like the idea of putting this here, so I think I'm gonna switch out my staircase. It's gonna be a different one. I think I like the idea of putting, like, the Castlevania staircase here. It just looks cool. I'm gonna stick with that. Hello, PJ. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so we're gonna start off with the employee building, as I said earlier. These tiles here are kind of like the outdoor walkway stuff that's not garden. So I'm gonna have to put another one like right here for now. I haven't decided on anything, finalized anything. But starting this process, of course. So I think here we're gonna have one wall that is a thing and another one that is a staircase. Straight up staircase. And this is also going to be I don't know if I want to close that. I have to think about this. We go up. And then of course we have our I guess that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to use a different kind of staircase actually. This isn't gonna work. I'm gonna have to do a corner, I think. Yeah, There we go. Yep. Gonna get that foundation. So this is gonna be like this. And then this is where those coffins would go on the second floor. I don't have a spot there. I could, okay, this is a little more problematic than I had originally thought. I might have to move this. Hold on, I gotta visualize this. Because I don't have a way of like oh, I guess I could close this, but then the question is, how am I gonna get this path over here to line up? Because if the staircase is going that way, there's no way to connect the sides. Same thing with this. I'm seeing problems. Alright, we're gonna remove this actually. I might have to reorient this staircase. I have to think about how I'm gonna do this, because this is a really tricky build actually. A lot more so than I realized initially. If I build the stairs going this way, I'm left with a similar problem. But if I were to have the stairs here instead, that could potentially alleviate some issues. Let me see. I have the stair here instead. Then this is left open. You can walk around in here. This isn't what I had in mind, but let's see. Yeah, because then I can I can open that. Coffin could go right there. Oh, I don't want that. Move that. And then I could put another couple of whatchamacallits here. Close that up. The first floor would still only have, hold on, I'm doing mental calculations here. This would be the core foundation. Go around the side here. I build a frame. Put a frame here. A frame here. That could be a door right there. I decided not to add a thing here, but maybe I should have. And I can't add another foundation here, because that staircase. I guess what I could do too is I could technically put a staircase going this way instead and have it as like a side entrance, but then you can't tell it's there from like... Well, I guess that's the point of like an employee building, huh? Let me think about it. I have an idea. We're gonna cut into that for now. Remove this. Reorient the staircase to go this way. No. This is tough. So this could be the secret side entrance to lead up to the second floor, which would then still fulfill the purpose of that. With this. And then of course I can add this darker one here to complete that. But then this becomes a weird oddity. Add another one here. And then I can finish that out. Yeah, this could be good, because then the front here looks like it belongs. There we go. That could be its own room. Could reorient this. Okay. Let's try this again. So, this area here leads to a balcony area or something, but I kind of want private balconies. I don't know. I think it's going to be a domino effect. Once AI almost completely takes over tech, they'll soon take over big careers like some medical, and once that happens, people are going to riot because there isn't going to be any jobs for it, or at least good ones. Yeah, basically. I mean, it's just failure all around, really. That could be its own room. Could be its own room. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I'm being dumb. I'm being dumb. I forgot for a moment that this is indeed the servant tower. So I don't have to follow these rules. I could just do whatever the hell I want. Think about this. So from the outside perspective, this looks pretty solid. I'm just gonna add like full walls just to keep this looking nice for now. I'm probably gonna add windows eventually. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There we go. There we go. And there's no like way to connect this, so I'm gonna have to put this wall here to make it look like there's a building, but there is no building. We can close this. I'm gonna have to run around and do this a little bit here. It's okay. This is just outdoor. Patio area. That's the smoke area, I guess. Break time area. Oh. That would be the inside. This is outside. This is why it's important to color the floor, so I know what is what before I start building. And then the doorway could be here. This pathway here could be its own thing. I could technically, if I wanted to, maybe move this heart into the corner, which was not my initial intention, but it kind of makes sense. So I think I will do that actually in hindsight. And then we'll put another opening door here to make it balanced and look like you have options to enter. So the two doors will be here. And then this area here will be the kind of side entrance going upstairs into another doored area. Done. Okay, that's figured out. Now the hard part is going to be figuring out third floor for this tower. Music? You mean this song particularly? I have it should be in the description of the stream. But I have a Epidemic sound link where you can find my music playlists I like. Yeah, so that previous song was... Hold on. It's the song is called Sooner Than You Sooner Than You Know by Carvings. I got you. There you go. Hopefully that helps. Thank you for the hydrate, Majin, Droid Rinsu, and also for the stretch. Ugh. Oh, that was a big stretch. Alright, now, like I said earlier, the hard part is gonna be figuring out where to put the staircase. So, I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit. I'm gonna have to be strategic. I could go with something like this. Push it forward by 1. Oh, cannot break path to ground. Oh, that's right. Oh, shit. Alright, hold on. We can maybe put... Oh, that's not gonna work either. It's not gonna work. I could put in a... I have to think about this. I could just put the staircase like over here somewhere. Kind of throw it in this corner. This is tough. Hello, Isekai Dude. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Hello, Zeno Didi. Welcome to the chat, and hello, Reaction Reviewer. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are doing well. Just trying to figure out this structure. Hello, Angelic Degenerate. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? I feel like I feel like a lot of you come in here at the same time. Is it like, do you just get like a notification like now? Is that how that usually happens, or do you just, or is it just like a pure coincidence? Like, I don't know. I'm curious. I just find it interesting. Just curious. That's all. I could put... Ooh. Oh, but there's nowhere for it to go. Gotta find a place for the staircase to go. I'm gonna have to use a corner staircase. I don't have a choice. Maybe. I don't know. Because I'm thinking if I use a... Well, I guess I have no choice. I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, because it doesn't fit anywhere else, really. At least not comfortably. And then here I can finally close that roof. So this part here, I'm thinking about removing. And just have this as like... Oh man. Well, I guess I could do that, huh? Damn. It sucks because I want to close this in, but I can't really do that. So I think I'm gonna take a wall piece. We're gonna try something. There we go. I'm gonna take that wall piece and force it to close, even if it looks a little weird. Yeah, we're gonna have to force it closed. That sucks. Well, I guess I could have just gone with a closed, piece. I don't have to have that open, huh? Yeah, we're gonna close it up. There we go. And it should be even now. The other side. Let me check again. Received any news from the Anemo beta? No, I have not. I can check my email right now just to double check, but I did sign up for the creator beta thingy, and I signed up for, like, you know, just the beta 2 test in general, so I'm hoping to hear back. I mean, I want to participate. Yeah, I haven't seen anything in the email yet. Let me double check my spam folder just to make sure. Yeah, no. There's nothing even in spam. I have not heard back, unfortunately. Very unfortunate. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, right. Enjoying this pasta. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, this is so dumb. Oh my god, this is about to be really stupid, huh? We take a look from the outside, see what this looks like. I don't know how I feel about this. So this roof piece right here. It's another one right here. I guess it's even. I'm gonna have to fly and take a look from the sky. Let's see what it looks like from above. Okay, so this part of the castle sticks out. We have some layers to this castle from the rooftop. Okay, looking good. Looking good. This part right here I can't change because I have a staircase here now. So I'm kind of wondering if I should have put the staircase along this side instead. I don't know. I think I need to rotate the staircase by one. Oh, that's right. I can't access it from here. We're gonna have to rotate this. Crap. Okay, we're gonna put that here for now. I'm removing this. Damn. Here we go, wrecking ball shit. Castle wall pillar, what's going on? Really? Did I miss one? Oh my god. It's the one from above, isn't it? Well, fuck me, I guess. Oh man, what a disaster. Okay, let me rethink this. I don't think it's worth the headache. I'm putting it back. I changed my mind. We're keeping it. There's no point in undoing that whole thing. Like, for what? Right? Like, very little benefit doing so. There we go. Now I'm removing this. Great, now this is stuck. Fuck me. Come on, bro. I hate it. What a mess. Now I'm taking the whole thing apart. This was a mistake. Huge mistake. can't remove that. Why? Ugh. The door. It's always the door. Now I can't remove this. Oh, this was a mistake. I should have never done that. I had such a good thing going, and then I got paranoid about the freaking doors. And I fucked myself really bad here. Fuck. What a mess. Damn. Now I'm like over here trying to figure out what's the problem. Oh man. You know what? I might be able to solve this with this. No. Damn. Okay. It's something above it that's causing problems, I think. Oh. There it is. Yep. Warning, V-Rising helps you start the process of architecture degree. Yeah, right? Do you watch Stranger Things? No, I've never seen it, actually. I'm not really that familiar with Stranger Things. Damn. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is how it looked before I started messing with the walls. Like an idiot. There we go. I feel like it's almost like a jigsaw puzzle. Trying to put it back together. There we go. Alright, now let's take a look and make sure that this is correct. Oh, before I do that. There we go. I didn't want to close that entirely. Don't like how that looks. How's it going? It's going. Welcome to the chat, Vladimir Duel. How you doing? Struggling a little bit with this particular layout. Trying to figure out exactly how I want it to look. I made an early mistake and it cost me a lot of time. There we go. And I still gotta replace the other thing over here. It's a pillar missing now. So I was dumb and removed it. Stupid me, I guess. There we go. Much better. Alright, so that's how this building is gonna work out. We're not changing it. I give up. Anyway. So the next building, I'm gonna remove the... in here. That'll be kind of like a little garden area here. Alright, I think I'm happy with the shape. I need to figure out how exactly I want this shape to work though. I could make it the hallway, just like over here. And there could just be like maybe, I mean, that doesn't leave a lot of space for rooms. I have to think about this. That's 3 rooms right there. Could put a 4th room there. That's 4 rooms. I gotta think about this. It's gonna be a bit tricky, I guess. But we can make that work. And I guess I could put a 4th room here if I wanted to. So that's 4 rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. I think I can work with 5 rooms. And then I might put like trees or something in here in the 1 tile. So let's try and make that a there we go. Alright, I think I figured it out. So first floor, this is gonna be like pathing. Yeah, because if I could do 5 floors on this floor, then that's 15 floors total. I'm doing crazy math here, I know, but I'm trying, man, I'm trying. This pasta's delicious. Alright, here we go. Let's try and get a extra floor piece here. And here. Okay, so come into the building, you walk in. Let's get these walls up. Walk in first. There we go. So corner, side. Actually, if this is going to be on the side, it shouldn't be facing the other way now. Oh no, that's right. Yeah. I know I'm talking to myself, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. I didn't think this through. Hold up. Oh, man. Oh. Hold on, I think I miscalculated my squares. Cause I can only... Oh, damn. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to tear this down. I can't believe I fucked that up already. Alright, let's try this again. Cause I realize my square layout is terrible. We're gonna have to try this again. Because this isn't gonna work. I just realized I haven't, I miscounted my rooms because I, for some reason, didn't account for the, the extra, middle tiles in a way that I should have. That's a very amateur move by me, actually. Jesus. What am I doing? Hot mess. Okay, hold on. Even if I put two... Oh my god, now I'm erasing things I don't want to. Even if I put 2 rooms per floor, that's really not a lot. Okay. I'm gonna try something else. Let's try this again. Okay, so we enter through here. We walk through, enter, turn, and what do we see? That's not gonna work. There we go. Room 1. That's still only 1 room. So this would be 1 room. Damn. How the fuck am I gonna do this? I'm having some architectural problems, okay? Having planning problems. Yikes. I guess I could go with like, something like that. I guess we could go with slightly larger and then smaller suites. With the entrance being here. Or... Well, I mean, the question then becomes, what do I put here? This could just be lobby area, huh? Trying to figure out how to access the rooms without too many weird things. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go with this. That's 1 room. This next room would have windows here. I guess I don't want windows on the inside here, actually. Let's destroy that tree. Okay. That's a little bit more manageable. And then... yeah, now it's even. Then this could be like another outdoor area here. That's a really peculiar place to put the entrances, though. God. What a mess. Alright, so let's go with this hallway. This hallway could have windows, actually, that's fine. Trying to figure out what I want here. I could, yeah, you know what? We can mirror it on this side. Have a nice outdoor area. Right there. We're just keeping with this for the flooring for now. And then we can close this off right there. And then right here we can put a staircase, I guess. I could tuck this in by one. Tuck it in slightly. This could be like another outdoor, whatever the hell. And we'll put stairs right here. Should be enough. Oh no, it's not enough. Damn. Uh-oh. How am I gonna fit that? I might have to do a wraparound stair instead. Okay. We'll work on this. We'll make it work. We'll have a staircase going here. Like choking, jeez. Yeah, it would have to be right here. Boom. And then we have our one tile, and then this opens up opportunity for me to make those rooms again. Okay, let's take a look. We'll put an entrance over here. Close this up. Man, this is a really hard build. Like, just trying to, like, figure out the spacing, the layout. Like, this is not easy. Having a hard time. Decisions, man, decisions. This wall would be... Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that'd be closed off. That looks really nice with the windows in there. And then here... And then we'd be closing. Oh man, this is gonna be a little different on this floor because of the one tile. I guess we would enter through the middle here. This is a very different layout. This isn't really a good room. Damn. And I can't expand this way because there's no space. There might be a little bit of a failure here. Failure to thrive. Because this room is fine. It's the same shape. Ooh. Hold on. I have options. Let's remove this. I can make this smaller because we have an extra side here. Kind of a funky looking shape, but I can work with this. But like a bathroom over here and then something else over there. I could work with that. The shape here needs a little bit of work. You know, I could do like a shared balcony kind of thing here as well, but seems a little out of place. Hold on, I don't want to get rid of that. Is it going to be castle colors? What is the castle colors going to be? I have no idea. I'm not even close to making that decision, but I'd say it's probably going to have a lot of possibly red and pink, more romantic, softer colors. I'm probably not going to go with anything crazy. Yeah, but the theme is romance, so you might see, depending on the part of the area. Funny looking shape, ma'am. You just accidentally made Odin's symbol funny shape. Yeah, right? I wouldn't know. So what makes this so troubling is that I can't make an extra square this way. So because of that, I can't do a wraparound. And I'm limited in what I can do here. At the same time, I think I can work with it. I just have to be careful. Trying to see if I have any more space this way, and it doesn't look like I do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to close this off. This is gonna be a really weirdly shaped room. I gotta be careful about this, because if it's too weirdly shaped, it doesn't seem believable. I don't know. But there's not really a better way for me to do this. Well, I guess I could, well, There is another option. Hold on, I'm like choking over here. Hold up. We're gonna break some barriers down. We're removing this. If I look at it from this side, I can just... I guess I could just make this its own path. Remove this, maybe. Yeah, and I could close this out. This would be this one's room. This one would be just a regular rectangular room. This one would have a bunch of zigzagging. And then have like a weird shape here, which is not ideal. I'm trying to think, like, should I break this into a balcony maybe? I'm not sure. Or what I could do is I could commit to a much larger room and just make this like one giant suite with like a rooftop balcony experience. I don't know. I could just do that. I think this is the best, most practical solution, probably. With an asterisk, I guess. Yeah, so this would be the one room with a little bit of an extended view. I guess if I really wanted to, well, I guess I do plan on putting trees or something here, so it's not gonna work. Yeah, we'll leave it alone. This will be like the balcony for it, and then this will be a solid wall. There we go. So the only entrance will be at the edge. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then here, this is where I have a chance to do something interesting. This is where I can slip in a staircase. Like this one right here. This will be perfect because then I can just put it right above and then I can wrap it around if I want. Yeah. So now we're back to the original spacing. There we go. Yeah, so there we go. We have a little bit more balance. Have an interesting shape here. And then this could be its own room. We have a few more rooms. We can work with this. Let's do it. Alright, so this next room is gonna look like this. We'll put the hallway door here. I don't know, I feel like that's a good spot for the door. And this room is not gonna have a balcony, but it's gonna be higher up. Yeah, so I think that'll be fine. Actually, you know what? I lied. We're gonna have a one tile balcony area just so we can take flight from the third floor. There we go. Let's take a look. Yeah, this will have like some shrubbery over here and like a little balcony thing. Up here we have like a single tile balcony. I can maybe add another single tile one right here. Let's try it. This might be cool to experiment with. Let's see, is the door viewable? Okay, from this side. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No! There we go. What does it look like from this side, though? Curious. Because I don't want this side to look terrible. Like, if it looks neat from the outside, that's cool, but I don't want it looking awful. We'll close it. I don't want anything to do with that. Change my mind. There we go. Alright, now we need a way to get to the hallway. There we go. And then we'll put a bunch of windows here on this hallway, like we did on the other one. And then we'll close this off. Actually, I don't need to do this. I'll just put it on this side. There we go. There we go. Jumping down. Fixing it from this side now. Perfect. We'll go with this for now, and then add a pillar. There. Now the question is, do I want this thing to have like a kind of like a facade of some kind? That's the real question. I'm not really sure. God. Alright, let's add in this. I'm gonna have to hop to the second floor again. We'll build it up, make it look nice. Alright, that side's done. Next. Yeah, and now it's connected. Good. Good. So now we're gonna take a look at it from the outside one more time. Hello, Vivid Gaming. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Ballroom, venue, lodging, servants. The servants' tower is kind of connected to the lodging, but you wouldn't know that looking at it. Let's look on the outside. This looks fine. Looks good. Looks good. Yep. Two little garden thingies. Overall piece right there. I might have to delete these pillars now, because there's no reason to have that. I don't think I want to hang anything from them, so we're gonna remove them. Take a look. I'm good a bit late to stream, just finished work. Oh, okay. Well, welcome back. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. I think having a few windows on this side, windows in the center, with this, two little balcony thingies, and one larger balcony for like a super suite is nice. And then of course this is its own building, but it's connected as one blueprint. Yeah, I think I can stomach this. Alright, we're done messing with this. Now it's time to start building the lower floor. Get that under control. It's gonna look a lot nicer when it's done, I think. I think this is the kind of build that's gonna be really dependent on the choice of colors and the choice of decoration. Maybe more so than the choice of shape. We'll have one door here. Immediately enter. Boom. Ballroom. I think for the flooring, I'm gonna want something a little more wooden. And for the walls... Oh, I didn't do that whole corner. For the walls, maybe something a little bit more... I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit. Yeah, figuring out the initial setup for this is gonna be a little bit weird, but I think we'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm kind of shaking on the foundation now. Not sure if that was the right move. I think a lighter wooden floor might be better. Yeah, something like this. Something like this I think is gonna look a lot better. Enter the building. Boom. I mean, ideally I would want the doors to be down here, but as that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna have to think about this. Because I could also technically put a wall here. Close that off. And have two doors. I don't like to have doors on a corner like this, but I feel like this is like one of the few times it actually makes sense. Oh. Let's go with this thing. There we go. It just looks better, in my opinion. We'll keep it. Alright, ballroom, looking good. Venue. This is gonna be the hard part. My ear is itching. What the hell? There we go. Oh crap. Adding these in. Maybe adding this in. I don't know how I feel about that actually. That doesn't look good. I'm gonna have to... Yeah, you know, I think I am gonna stick with solid on the back. And this, this venue area, what I could do is add multiple staircases so that there's like 3 venues, like maybe for like the, ceremony. So like this could be like the initial ground floor wedding ceremony open up, but I could also add in staircase. I have plenty of space here to add like another staircase to make a whole other thing if I want. And I guess I could also add one here instead. I mean, if I do like a I gotta think about this actually, because if I do one here, then that entrance is stuck there. If I do one here, it blocks that exit. So don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, let's try if I put this here. an entrance on the right side. I really gotta think about this. If I go with the straight staircases, I could put 2 down, but I would have to block off this section. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do that. This is now inaccessible, and if you need to go to the other side of the property, you gotta go through the ballroom. I've decided. It's not even that inconvenient. It's literally just around the corner. Fuck it. So we're doing that. Adding the sound. Adding that here. There we go. And now we have another foundation. Did not expect to put 2 staircases here, but I feel like this looks nicer, so I'm just gonna put... We're just gonna do a second floor, same shape, same size. Boom. Alright, now we have 2 altars. Put this one in. Close these out. Did I close it downstairs too? Oh, I did. Okay. Never mind. It's getting closed. Boom. And boom. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Let me remove this. There we go. Cool, so we have a pathway going that way. We can also add vegetation wall here, maybe. There'll be like a big wall of vegetation, so that'll be cool. Alright, so we go in. Boom, ceremony. Okay. Let's see if I can get a 3rd floor in here. If I can get a 3rd floor, I think we'll be cooking. Wait a second. I think I have an idea. I can remove the... Well, actually, I wanted it to be symmetrical originally, but now I'm like wondering if that even matters. No, I'm gonna keep with that. I'm keeping the original plan. But what I can do is remove these because I have space now, and I can put space going up here, and that'll be final foundation. There we go. And now we have symmetrical hallways leading back into this area. Yeah, this is gonna be really nice, I think. So now, not only do I get a nice wedding hall here, but I can make 3, and that way if people want to like use the castle for like RP purposes or something, or an actual in-game wedding for whatever reason, what they could do is they could choose whichever venue they like, and they'll have 3 distinct choices. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That way people can like do what they want with this castle, you know? I'm thinking about it ahead of time. I think this is gonna be fun. I'm completely like in the building trance right now, guys. I'm like absorbed in what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah, and then this will be 2 hallways. Closed out. We'll put paintings or something there. Boom. We come up here. Oh, I guess I could leave this open. It doesn't have to be hallways, huh? I could leave this looking nice and open, and boom, you just entered a new wedding venue. What do you guys think? Good idea? Good layout? Hope so. I'll be thinking about this. This will be living rent-free in my mind now. There we go. Let's get this side. Oh, I guess I could add a thing here. Extra support. Yeah, let's do that. This side's already covered. Yep. Go up here. Boom. Yeah, this is wonderful. I like this. Oh, wait, no, I have a better idea. What am I doing? This is the 3rd floor. I can do a rooftop wedding venue. Here we go. So this one will be one with like a garden aesthetic and the other 2 will be indoors. All right, we can't, how can I possibly let this opportunity go? Come on, what am I thinking? I didn't even consider that. I need to think ahead. Make this one look nice, and then it'll look nice from the back of the other parts of the castle as well. So it's not, you know, at least from this part. Well, let me see. We're gonna fly up and take a look. So if I fly up here, back up, if I put a nice little garden here, oh man, that's gonna look nice. Yeah, this will be the rooftop wedding venue right here. Beautiful. This building here in the back, I think we're gonna remove on the sides here. This can go. There's no reason to have this. There we go. Trying to think how I wanna I'm trying to think of how I want to align this. I'm thinking for this wall here, we'll do the opposite. We'll have a full wall here. And then for the rest, it'll just be open. Take a look. Make sure this is what I want. Backing up. Oh yeah. This is gonna be wonderful. Because then when people stand over here and then they take pictures, there'll be nice like castle wall vegetation to kind of supplement that, and it'll look nice. I think this is gonna be good. This is gonna be a really good castle. I have a good feeling about it. It's gonna take a long time to decorate this one though. I think each venue, I mean, that's gonna take time. So this is a very large castle. I think I'll be able to work with it though. And I think it'll be okay, but you know, I'm gonna have to figure this out. I guess I could remove this, huh? No, I shouldn't have done that, because now it's like there's no roof. There we go. We'll remove this pillar. I'll remove this one. I mean, I kind of want to do, like, go and support this part, but it's not necessary, I don't think. No, because it's only one. This is plausible. I should put a pillar there though, so I'm gonna do that. Something's wrong here. I can't get the oh. Here we go. Had to get a pillar down. And you know what? I almost want to say it makes more sense to just close out this wall. Considering, how the rest of this looks. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Keep it consistent. Alright, let's take a look from the sky one more time on the layout. I think I'm satisfied with this layout overall. Okay, so this here looks weird. It looks a lot weirder than I thought it would, this gaping hole. Damn. Now the question is, do I fill it in or do I leave it alone? Because technically it's only one square tile that's out. What I could do though is I could add in these to keep it nice and even. Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay, we're removing that. Putting this down. We're skipping this middle part. Let's take a look. This might be the last pillar. We'll see. Okay, I know what's wrong. I don't like that this has no design to it, really. So we're gonna put like fake window spots here. And we're going to take a look at it from the side. And see if we're happy with this. If I'm standing here, does it matter? Maybe not as much. And I think this should have windows. Yeah. There we go. It's brought to life a lot more. I like it. Alright, moving on. Alright, next I need to figure out what to do with these spots here, because there's a lot of just garden area, I guess, and this is kind of like an improperly shaped garden. I could use all types of tiles here. Something like this could be nice. Yeah, let's go with this. It's softer, not as corrosive as some of these other looking tiles. And I haven't really played with this one much.
My blood reserves run low.
Oh boy. All right. I think we are set. I think we're good. 1 second, guys. Just blow my nose real quick. We're good. So, good news. I finished the main structures of this castle. Also, good news. I finished my pasta. So, that means I have 2 free hands now. Alright, let's see what we can do. So the one entrance is back here. That's fine. And then the hidden... oh yeah, that's right. That staircase is on the other floor. Damn, okay. Make sure we got that. We're gonna choose a fencing now. It's really tempting to go with something like the verdant garden fence. It's a fancier, taller fence. I can also go with a rural garden fence because this, I mean, we're in Dunley, so I guess it could work. I mean, this is the only fence that's like a white fence, which could be really nice for like weddings, I guess. I don't know. I gotta think about this. I could also change this, oh, motherfucker. Hold on. Oh, come on, dude. I wasn't even looking to fight you, bro. You know what? What am I doing? You're dead. Get out of here. Yummy.
I have to keep going.
I literally back up to change the stairs and Vincent's like right there. What a creep. Unbelievable. Wow. Alright, back to what I was saying. I could go with a fancier fence, or I could go with a not so fancy fence. As far as staircases, we're gonna go with the Castlevania one. I like this one a lot. We're sticking with it. Since we're going with that kind of, whatchamacallit? Hold on, let me speed up time a little bit. Okay. Let's see what I can do. For the fencing, it's gonna be a hard choice because I could go with a darker fencing to match the staircase a little more. But I could go with something as simple as the stables fencing and work something out. Or I could go for something taller, like the verdant fence. The rural fence looks cool too, but it's wooden, so it's a little out of place. I think I'm gonna go with the verdant garden fencing for this one. We're gonna keep it looking fancy. Put another nice little fence on that side. Switch to wolf form. Put this down. Alright, so now we have fencing for the first time. Against the Castlevania fencing, I think I can accept that. It's good enough. And then I think I'm also going to stick... Well, I don't know. I'm kind of having second thoughts about this fencing, actually. Damn, what is wrong with me? Alright, let's try it. God damn it. Do I want this or do I want this one? Because the wooden stairs look cool too. But if I go with the wooden fencing, it's not going to match the white, so what am I doing? Because if I go with the regular wooden one, then it's more cohesive and it just matches. But I want that white fence. Choices, man, choices. This is tough. I'm on the fence with the staircase too. Like, part of me thinks maybe just going with a stone staircase might be the best option, because it's the most neutral pick I could possibly go with. Yeah, you know what, we're going with the stone just for the entrance. Everything else is not gonna stick with that. And then as far as the fencing, I'm not sure what makes sense. I'm on the fence. Because if I go with this one, I mean, I don't know. Let's see what it looks like during the daytime, because maybe that could influence my decision a little bit. Okay, no, I think I was right. I should have kept the verdant fence. Boom. Alright, yeah, we're sticking with that. I made my decision. Alright, next. Okay, so over here we can add some cypress trees or something. I'm not really sure what I want to do for this. Let's try some growing plots first. So that's what it would look like if I put them together like that. Maybe I would use a different kind of tree. Maybe not cypress here, now that I'm looking at it. And then same thing for this. And then I could put more fencing around here. Keep it closed. Make it look nice. Keep it orderly. I think we're good. You know, now that I look at this, I guess I could add like extra ballrooms on top if I wanted to, like more floors to the ballroom. But then the integrity of the heart shape starts to go away if I start messing around with staircases. So if I do that, it has to be all internal. Otherwise, it's gonna look weird. I mean, considering I have 3 spots here, I guess I could put a staircase going this way, huh? Could go with the wooden staircase, have it go up like this. But I don't want it to go above here. I want it to be like back here if I'm gonna do it. But then it eats up a lot of the floor, so it's not really a ballroom anymore if I do that. Oh man. Yeah, no, I'm leaving it alone. I'm leaving it alone. If I start adding more floors, it's gonna destroy it. I mean, unless I can make a pathway from here and just fish it through, like from the second floor here, just fish it through to this, but the staircase is here, so I can't really do that. I mean, I guess I could, in theory, maybe extend a pathway from the second floor here and into this room, but then how am I gonna get it out? And so that's another headache that I don't want to mess with. So I think I'm gonna leave the ballroom as the only 1-floor thing. So we have this, this, and then like a true 3-floor lodging. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I've figured it out. And then of course we can start planting our trees. Not planting entirely just yet. I just want to get the growing plots down. Guess I could remove this, huh? There we go. Keep it nice and even. This area here, kind of want to make this a photo shoot area, maybe? Like an outdoor photo shoot area. And just design it in a way that, like, I don't know, people can stand here for group photos. So I'm probably not going to put any trees in there. Or large shrubbery is probably not going to be on the cards either. There's going to be a lot of blood roses in this build, probably. I'm thinking about how to best work with this, and I think maybe snaking a bunch of trees through here might be a good idea. I think we're gonna probably go with cherry blossoms, I'm thinking. Or I could do like a pattern between the white and regular cherry blossoms. Not really sure. Part of me is thinking the white cherry blossoms might make more sense on the 3rd floor of the wedding venue area, I guess. Man, this is gonna be a interesting build. This is gonna eat up a lot of time, I feel like. I'm excited. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're gonna go with some cherry blossom saplings. Let's grow it out. There we go. Take a look from the outside. Okay, that's a good start. And then I could probably also place,
This will not work.
oh, that was a mistake. There we go. Break it up into pieces so it's not too repetitive. I mean, I guess I could experiment with some other stuff, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about how I want to set this up. I don't know, maybe having like... I don't know, maybe having this as like a photo area doesn't make any sense, but I'll think about it. I'll think more about it. I don't have to make any concrete decisions right now. You can always change it later. Add time. There we go. Very nice. And then this is the boom ballroom. Okay, so I think next week I might work on the ballroom. I guess it'll depend on how I feel. 'Cause there's a lot of stuff that needs to get done with this castle. I'm gonna try and get this front area completed though today. If I decide to add a I gotta think about this. You know, I wish we had more garden benches. Like more stone ones. That'd be cool. I guess we could tuck in these flowers here. Push this forward. Get maybe some rose bushes or something back here. I might have to make some adjustments. There we go. And then get 2 trees back here. So, say this one. There we go. Actually, what I should have done... Get some blood rose seeds. I'm not sure about this anymore. Let's grow it in first. I feel like I could do better. Okay. We're gonna remove these. And we're actually gonna place some flower pots instead. Or garden planters, I mean. This is gonna be a little bit tricky trying to get this to fit in the right spot. See if I can fix it. There we go. Perfect. There we go. That's a lot better. Yeah, that just looks nicer. And then we're gonna have castle wall vegetation on this side. We'll go with the rose. Wisteria might be nice, but I can't justify it. I think that, well, I think the roses just look nicer here in this particular spot. So we'll use roses for just this spot here. Okay. Now let's also put down a garden path. I think I'm gonna go with this gravelly looking path maybe. Yeah, it's even. But is this the style I want to go with is the question. Damn. Yeah, I think it is. Man, I don't want to have to change this flooring, but I might have to. Damn. Okay. Let's try a different outdoor foundation for the sides here. If I use terracotta tiles, what am I looking at? Oh. Okay, no. We're just gonna change it for the cobblestone path right here. Speed up time. All right, daytime. Not good. Man, it's hard trying to figure out what makes the most sense here.
I cannot build here.
Damn, what a mess. What a huge mess. Okay, this is somewhat better.
This will not work.
I don't know, I prefer this other tile though. Because this doesn't really stand out that much. But maybe that's better. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just keep this a different color. I don't know. This is tough. If I go with the cobblestone, it looks good though. But does it look good against this? Alright, I changed my mind. We're gonna go with this. There. And then we're gonna go with... I guess I could either go with terracotta or the cobblestones, but I don't know which one looks better. Let's go with cobblestones, I guess. There we go. The decision has been made. I'm not changing it. I moved on. We're moving on. I don't even know if I like that. I'm just gonna corner it instead. I guess I could make this the end. That little end piece right there looks pretty good. Then the question is, do I make this an end piece? And I think the answer is yes. Alright. I think I can work with this. For castle wall vegetation though, not really sure. Yeah, we're going with roses. Yeah, we're sticking with the traditional roses, I think. There we go. Gotta get this front area looking nice. Oh, you know what's something I didn't consider that I could have done? I guess I could have just gone with like a grass floor to contrast instead. I could just go with something like this. But the cobblestones do look nice. Oh man. Oh, what a decision. I said I wasn't gonna change it too. I have to think about this. Because I could also instead put just greenery here. Yeah, because then I can just place flowers around the trees, and that might actually make more sense. It might be more coherent of a strategy. Yeah. I guess I could put... okay. Yeah, you know what? I think the grass makes more sense. It just looks nicer. Okay. Decision has been made. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done on the outside, but I'm gonna start working on this side of the castle. We're gonna get some grass in there. I'll worry about that later. The main thing though is gonna be figuring out. Okay, so the trees are kind of bleeding into the walls. I could move them. I could move them a bit forward. Keep them out of the... Oh man. It's gonna make me do this, huh? Push it forward a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot more tolerable. I think that's what the strategy will be, just moving it forward just one smidge. And then behind it I can plant more roses to kind of encompass it, so it's not a total loss. And this one I don't have to do anything because it's not against the wall. Okay, this tile I'm gonna have to remove. I'm gonna actually just jump over here for the better view. Oh, this was a mistake actually, because I can't see the other thing from here. I think this is it right there. Yep. Get these trees looking nice and clean. Get that nice last tree in there. Align it with the others. There we go. I guess I could, if I wanted to, push these forward a little bit and have them closer into the aisle instead. Like I could have them leaning in here. Lending their crowns of shade. Oh damn, I couldn't see it and I messed it up already. Yeah, just kind of tuck it in closer to the to where people are walking, I think is a good idea. And then just fill it with a bunch of shrubbery on the other side. Yeah, I think that'll be the strategy. Keep it nice and tucked in. So it's like the opposite of what's going on this side. So this is not aligned correctly. There we go. And then squeeze this in. Boom. Perfect. And now we gotta get the cobblestone pathing again. Perfect. Good. Yeah, it just feels fuller when you're walking through. I think this is fine. Let's see from this side. Okay, we still have a little bit of bleeding into the building, but it's not even close to where it was before, so I think this is acceptable enough. And then of course I'm gonna move these as well, because now these are in a bad spot. I did not align that correctly. There we go. Speed up time. Thank you for the hydrate, Spidey, the stretch, and the headpat. Sorry, I looked away for a hot minute. There we go. Oh, these are not. Well. Alright, I think they're full grown now. This one's bleeding into that. I guess I could move it, huh? Gotta adjust it really quick. Ever so slightly. Oh, that's not gonna work. There we go. Good enough. Alright, thank you. Let me hydrate real quick. Stretch. Ow, my back. Oh god. It's been a really long day. Really long week, actually, I should say. Alright, I'll worry about this interior later. I figured out the colors I want, that's all that matters for now. The exterior, though, we gotta work on this. Let's get the rest of the castle wall vegetation up consistently throughout the outside here. Can't see the other side. Alright, we're gonna have to walk around to finish this. And then we gotta get this tree down. Get the window ones done. Get the corners. Alright, looking good. Alright. Okay, now that that's done, the hard part is going to be figuring out what kind of window I want. If I do clear windows, well, it's a clear window. Can't see through those. Could also close them. I don't like that, actually. I think I might just go with the clear and then go with like a softer, nice curtain. Let's go with wall ornaments here. Kind of don't want to go with a red here. I feel like it's too bold. If I go with a pink, I mean, it's pink, so. And green looks a little nicer, I think. Soft green might be good, but it's kind of washed out and weird looking. Could go with a like a baby blue, like a light blue. Pink is still one of the better ones. White works well here. But considering I want one of the venues to be white, I'm kind of hesitant to do that. I gotta think about it. I guess I could change the kind of thing I'm using. Maybe this soft white might not be bad. Or something like this even. Keep it simple. I mean, I could go with another color. I'm really tempted to just go with like a earthy green against this brown and white combination. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm just overwriting it. Let's try... If I go with the light green, what is that looking like? Streamer of the Year energy, thank you. I'm like hyper focused, bro. Thanks for the support, man. I appreciate it. I'm definitely feel like I'm just kind of hyper focusing on like what I'm actually putting together here, but I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Making a nice little kind of like a wedding venue kind of castle, so I didn't get I guess you could say romantic getaway castle. Yeah, I think the pale green might be a little unique here and can maybe be worked with. We definitely want to put down some music stuff. There we go. Into the room. Music is here. Dancing. Yeah, so nice kind of... I guess it could be more like a reception hall, huh? I have to figure out what else I want to put in here, because I could put in some tables. Like something like this. Gala table. Banquet table. Nocturnal opulence table could be nice too. I guess I could put the couples table up here. And then go with a few tables here, like smaller tables. I don't even know how I'm gonna align this. I might have Let me get these tiles in so I can align this properly. It's a lot easier to do with this kind of tile. Okay, that's not gonna work. No. I can't get a perfect alignment. It's not happening. Damn. Alright, I gotta think about this. Because if I go with the smaller ones, that's too small. Let's figure out what kind of chairs we're using first. Bride and groom. Oh boy. Now my cough is starting to act up a little. We're doing so good. And now we're not. I don't know. I've seen so many different layouts for this kind of thing that I'm not really sure what makes the most sense. Like, I guess I could put, 2 tables next to each other, 2 big ones. I'll line it over a little bit. That might make more sense. I don't know. And I guess the people who would sit around them would be like immediate family. Let's go with this one. Okay, so I want to make sure there's enough seating area. But the question is, how do they get back there if it's that crowded? I don't know if I want the chairs being that close either. That's another thing, because I don't know. Oh god. I feel like I need lighting in here to really know. I don't really like the way the screen looks on that chair. Damn. It's a little clashing. That's what I don't like about some of these items, is that they're supposed to be the same color, but they just don't look the same color. You know what, let's go with the nocturnal opulence for the side chairs here. There. Bride, groom, parents. I guess siblings, maybe? I don't know. That's too close. I don't like this. I don't like what I've done here. I guess what I could do is I could put them here and then move them to the side so that they're not blocking the view of the couple. Yeah, we can work with that. This is doable, I think. Alright, next. Let's get that flooring under control. But first we gotta figure out the seating for the guests. Ah, crap, I forgot to put utensils and shit. Oh. This might make or break the table. Oh. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna put some chairs down because having these empty ones just look weird. I don't know. Unless I choose a different topper. I mean, we have some options. We could go with this. The candles look nice. I could go with something a little messier, like these. This might be better. Yeah, we'll keep it at that. They'll be feasting at that table. And then, of course, we gotta figure out the chairs. You know what? I'm gonna stop here. If I keep going, I'm just gonna get lost in the sauce. But, yeah, this is a pretty good build so far. I think the majority of the dancing is gonna happen, maybe in this area. I'll just put this flooring here for now. I meant to put this one, I'm sorry. And then, of course, we can have a return to this over here for guest seating, and then dancing is all gonna be here. So that's how this ballroom setup is gonna be. At least in my head. So far, so good. I think keeping with like the lighter green is not the worst of ideas. Because when we go with that richer green, it kind of, you know, pushes it further. And I kind of don't want something too bold in here. But yeah, so far so good. I think we have like the basic stuff we want figured out. So the only thing left now is just to kind of continue the build. But I think I'm gonna start off with this ballroom next time potentially, and then just kind of work my way around it. Anyway, let me do my closing announcements and stuff before I go. Yeah, so I did finish the castle tour video for the library thing. The only thing I have to do now though is prepare the files for downloads so that people can download the castle. That's taking me a little bit of time. I didn't have a lot of time today to work on that, so that part might be out tomorrow. But I think what's gonna happen is I think I'm going to release the video for members first tomorrow, and then for everyone else it'll just come out on Saturday. But yeah, that's kind of the plan, I guess. Let me make sure I don't have any stream streaks before I go, because I don't want to leave anyone hanging. Hold up. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, we do have some. Alright, so for the stream streaks today, Epic as Ever has reached a 3 stream streak. Please give them a round of applause. You Read Your Curse has also reached a 3 stream streak. Please give them a round of applause. And last but not least, Kachikochu has reached a 3 stream streak. Please give them a round of applause. Alright. That is all the stream streaks for today. And of course, this is the last stream of the week. What I will say is that we got a lot done this week. We finished Unbeatable. We, you know, jammed out on Tuesday, which was nice. Did another excellent Trailer Tuesday. As far as next week, I'm not sure what my plan is just yet. I'm kind of waiting on a few emails and stuff back and forth to try to figure out logistically how I'm going to bring up content for the following streams this month or later this month. I do have a couple games on my radar I'm keeping an eye on. And Emo is one of them, but I haven't gotten a response yet or like an invitation to the beta 2 test, so I'm hoping that I'm able to do that. Because if I can get in, that'd be great. Trying to think what else am I doing? Oh yeah, if you're over on the Twitch side and you have an Amazon Prime account and you have not used your monthly Prime sub, please use it on the channel, it helps a lot. You don't have to use it on mine, of course, but if you do choose to do so, you get access to emotes, you get a ad-free viewing experience, and you get a channel badge, which is great. If you're on the Kick side, you get channel badge and some exclusive emotes as well, so really similar, but over on Kick. And if you're over on the YouTube side and you want to become a channel member, you can just sign up for the same price of a Twitch sub or Kick sub, and you get early access to new videos, so feel free to sign up there. By the way, guys, there is something that has been bothering me a little bit, and I guess I'll mention this here. So something that has been bothering me is that, so apparently on YouTube, I think you need like 8 members for it to show up on your home page, like on your channel page, and I've never been able to reach like 8 members over on the YouTube side, so I haven't been able to get the ones to show up. Now, my understanding is that if they're gifted subs, it doesn't count, which is dumb. But I don't know. I'm hoping one of these days, or I guess one of my goals for this year would be to make it so that the people who are members are at least visible on the channel homepage. That would be really, really cool. Because you know, I have it set up so that it would show, but for whatever reason, I just haven't been able to break that threshold. I'm about halfway there with 4 members currently, but if we can reach 8, I think we'll be in good standing. But yeah, I figured I'd mention that as like a personal goal. Anyway, I am falling asleep. You guys can probably tell by my mumbling and rambling. But it was a good stream. I hope you all take care. Have a great weekend, guys. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And as always, Xolo out.